Cooking for Life is a program we launched in 2012, and it was designed to be a platform for the industry to participate in a number of events that have been launched by the United Nations that are linked to the Sustainable Development Goals that the United Nations and the global development community have set. The idea for Cooking for Life is to allow us to have a vehicle for our industry to interact with these various different bodies, whether they're development banks, such as the World Bank, the regional development banks, Asian Development Bank, African Development Bank, or the various UN initiatives. And an example of that is the Global Alliance for Clean Cook Stoves, which has really been one of the driving initiatives focusing on this issue of indoor air pollution. We launched in 2012, and the target goal which we've set for the industry is the conversion of 1 billion people from cooking with what are called traditional fuels. So those are mostly sources of biomass, charcoal, dung in some cases, to using LPG. The reason that LPG is such an ideal solution in the development context is because you can take a cylinder of gas, which is easily transportable, put it on the back of a donkey, take it anywhere, and suddenly you have clean energy. So the infrastructure requirements for rolling out an LPG market are quite minimal. So there's no issues with technology which is inapproachable. It's something that everyone knows, everyone understands, and some form of the LPG industry exists in every country on the planet. The single biggest obstacle for these communities coming into LPG, which tends to be the upfront costs. So the cost of the cylinder, the cost of the stove, these things are really prohibitive for many poor communities. And there are a number of different innovations, such as microfinance, such as collectively putting together money to try and get one stove for a community and then scaling that up, such as creating a community home where people can cook together and get used to using gas and then eventually change. All of these are innovations that we as an industry are trying to pioneer and trying to figure out which ones work in which context and see if they can be extrapolated from that context, put into a different market and modified and function there as well.